Okay, I'd like to call to order today's Hempstead IDA meeting. We have a quorum. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I'd like to open the meeting today to the public. If anybody has any comments with respect to any agenda items. Okay, I'll move ahead. Village of Freeport, no business. Village of Hempstead, no business. Under new business, consideration of a reauthorization for Inwood Property Development, LLC, 360 to 370 Bayview Avenue, Inwood.
Good morning, gentlemen. My name is George Peters. I'm with the law firm Sir Tillman, Ballin, Adler, and Hyman, address at 90 Merrick Avenue, East Meadow, New York. I'm here today on behalf of Inwood Property Development to respectfully request a reauthorization of the February 2022 facility the IDA approved. Since the facility was approved, the applicants had tremendous difficulty securing financing, which we only put together earlier this year. That's been cleared. There are some issues with getting construction permits related to the loan, but in any event, we're ready to proceed and look forward to partnering with the IDA to construct this housing facility. And we'd ask that it be reapproved as it was authorized in February 2022. There's been no changes to the project costs or any of the financial information related to the project.
Okay, staff. So it's being reauthorized because of the time factor. You want to just explain that to the board, please, Fred or Michael?
As Mr. Peters stated, because it's over a year old, we are looking to reauthorize the project, but nothing has changed. The benefits are the same, the outline is the same, and the project costs are all the same. So yeah, it's just because of the time factor.
Thank you, Michael. Any board members have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, I'll make a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second
it. Second by Mr. Kornblue. I'll take a vote. Mr. Gresh?
Aye.
Reverend Millett?
Aye.
Lloyd Gerard is aye. Mr. Kornblue?
Aye.
And Mr. Michael?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion's passed. Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Next item on the agenda, consideration of an inducement resolution for Ocean Avenue Marina, Inc., 50 and 80 Waterfront Boulevard, Island Park. All right, so we'll move on. Okay, under new business, we have a resolution that Allen had emailed us over the last couple of days. Everybody got a handout today on the LIBDC conference, the registration.
So the time frame is such that we should put it this day, obviously, whatever we're going to do, because it's too close to when the actual conference will be held.
The deadline for registration is August 15th, so if anybody wants to attend, please let me know as soon as possible and we'll register.
Okay, so we need a resolution?
Yes.
So I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Gresh. take a vote. All in favor, Mr. Gresh?
Aye.
Reverend Millet?
Aye.
Flo Girardi's an aye. Mr. Kornbluth?
Aye.
And Mr. Micah?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next item on the agenda. Can you hear me? Because I'm not going to put on the microphone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, CEO's report.
We find that we are in an active situation. We've already hit budget, which is a wonderful thing. It demonstrates that there's a lot of business and economic activity out there. This particular report has two items that have now reached that level where they want the CEO report, the one in Baldwin, the Prospect project in Linwood. So updates are here and we're moving along.
No questions from the board?
No questions.
Okay, we'll move on to old business, no old business. Reading and approval of the minutes of the previous meeting, consideration and adoption of the minutes of June 30th, 2023.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we waive the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting and adopt the minutes of June 20th, 2023.
I second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Report of the treasurer, financial statements and expenditure list, June 14th to July 11th, 2023.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, the financial statements and expenditure list, June 14, 2023 through July 11, 2023, all looks, there are no issues and everything seems to be in order. Want to commend the staff for doing a great job, as always.
Okay, any need for executive session? Mr. Ryan? Okay, staff, any clue where,
He's here. Peter's here.
oh, he snuck in. He did. Okay, next item on the agenda. Consideration of inducement resolution for Ocean Avenue Marine, 50 and 80 Waterfront Boulevard, Island Park.
Good morning, Peter Curry, Farrell Fritz, 400 RXR Plaza, Uniondale, New York. My client, John Vitale, is a little late. He will be here. This application concerns, excuse me, 50 and 80 Waterfront Boulevard in Island Park. The application is for a multifamily residence, rental residence, 117 units, 74 one-bedroom, 43 two-bedroom. You have received a Camoin report. The Camoin report estimates that 92 units will be new to the town. I have letters of support that I'll be presenting to the board. This is an example of the town taking the lead in determining its interest in multifamily housing rather than having it imposed from the outside. And we think it's a good idea that the town has made this determination. The project has been before the town for at least 18 months to 2 years. As you can see from the Camoin report, the economic impact of construction alone and the earnings will be almost $14 million. Sales would be more than $36 million. The annual spending by new tenants in the town will be almost $2.5 million, and now have an economic impact of approximately $5 million. We obtained an MRB report on behalf of our client, which the findings of which coincided essentially with those of the Camoin report. But our report did indicate that the maximum impact on the school district would be 11 students, which is less than 1 student per grade for the public school system. I'm going to now present letters that we received from King Cullen, from Congressman D'Esposito, and a variety of other business owners in the village of Island Park, indicating their support for the project. We also have a letter from the mayor of the village of Island Park. This project is not located within the village, but it is very close to the village as well as within a mile of the train station, and the mayor feels that this project will be of enormous benefit to the retail corridor in the village. So if I may present these letters of support.
Please.
As I said, my client is driving here, having a rough time getting here, but He can speak to some extent to the effect of the various storms and other problems that Island Park has had, and the fact that he has had a prior project which has been a benefit to the village, and now this project is intended to be, it's a larger project intended to be of greater benefit. He'll also talk to you about the problems that he's had in the insurance for his current business. It's pretty much impossible to get insurance that is not doubling annually. And they've had several incidents over the past few years with storms, including storms that were not of impact to the rest of Long Island, that flooded his property and made it impossible to run his business. He really needs to close down that business. It's no longer an option to continue operating that business in light of everything that's going on. This project will increase over the water table by 18 to 24 inches, or sorry, feet, and it will be a storm-proof project. Again, I apologize, my client is not here. He should be here shortly. Evidently, traffic from where he comes from in Long Beach has been pretty terrible today. But I'd like to open it up for any questions.
Just give us a couple of minutes if you don't mind to...
Sure. Yes. All approvals have been reached or achieved. Yeah. Yeah, we only wanted to bring it for final authorizing resolution, and all the other approvals had been achieved. Okay. So yes, if you could give us a couple of minutes so that Mr. Vitale could come and speak to his project. It's a very important project to him. He is, I'd say, an important businessman in the Island Park community, and I'd like him to have the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Okay, and a suggestion from council, we'll suspend the IDA, we'll move to the LDC, and then we'll come back. I'll make the motion, do I have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, we'll move forward to today's LDC, Town of Hempstead LDC. We have a quorum. Nothing in the villages, Freeport to Hempstead, under new business. Sorry, guys. Wrong agenda. Okay, the new business, resolution approving amendments to the Town of Hempstead LDC bonds for the Academy Charter Schools loan agreement and intercreditor agreement.
Good morning, John Gordon from Forcelli Deegan Tirana, here representing the Academy Charter School. As you can see from the request, what we are requesting is to allow a new project that the school is doing in the town of Babylon to be cross-collateralized with the existing Uniondale and Hempstead projects, which have bonds that were issued through the town of Hempstead LDC. Over a period of years, we still have, I believe it's 4 that are outstanding. And the documents provide that there are no that no mortgages or other liens can be placed on the facilities in Uniondale and Hempstead without Hempstead LDC's consent. We already have the bondholders on board with this, and we're not asking for any additional financial assistance from this board or any additional issuance of bonds from this board. Any new issuance is from Babylon LDC.
So it's not, go ahead, Mr. Lynn.
Just so the board, this board issued bonds in 2017, 2018, 2020, 2021, all of those bonds cross collateralized across the world, so that the mortgage on one building supports all the bonds. So the bondholders are requesting them to go for the keys to Babylon to follow that same model. So we have the property in Babylon, so we also serve as collateral for all of the real estate. And we use this in the past, and we feel it has no impact on the tax tax.
So if they were to acquire another property to build another school, they'd be back for the same? Okay, so, right, so it's not like it's a consolidation or a refi.
It's a solid.
Any questions from the board?
No questions.
Okay, I'll make a motion. Do I have a second?
I second it.
Second by Mr. Kornblut. Take a vote. Mr. Gresh?
Aye.
Reverend Millet?
Aye.
Flo Girardi's an aye. Mr. Kornblut?
Aye.
And Mr. Mike?
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Next item on the agenda, consideration and approval of the minutes of the June 2023 meeting.
Chairman, I move that we waive the reading of the minutes from June 20th and approve them.
I second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Minutes waived. Report of the treasurer.
Mr. Chairman, the financial statement expenditure list from June 14, 2022, July 11th, 2023. Is that supposed to be 23?
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Correction, June 14, 2023 through July 11, 2023. All is in order. Want to commend the staff for doing a great job as always.
Thank you. We have no committee updates. We had committee meetings last month. So I'll make a motion for adjournment.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you. Okay, I'll make a motion now to move back to the Town of Hempstead IDA meeting that we suspended. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Mike. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, Mr. Curry.
This time I would like to introduce my client, John Kelly. At this time, I would like to introduce my client, John Kelly, who's a member of Apple. John will speak to his personal experience in Highland Park.
Feedback, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Vitale, I have a couple questions.
Yes, sir. First
Pleasure.
of all, I'd like to apologize to everyone for being late. My sincere apologies.
No worries, from my perspective. First of all, thank you for committing to investing in the neighborhood there. So I'm just Googling while we had a break there to figure out, this is the site of the old Bridgeview Yacht Club?
Correct.
That's closed now? Or will be?
It's still operating, but it's winding down its operation.
I see, so the plan is to kind of replace it with this
Correct.
operation. And how many units?
117 units.
And one thing I found interesting was from the large number of folks that wrote in support from King Cullen, Jordan's Lobster Farm, something about flood remediation. Can you help me understand how your building there will help flood remediation in general, or am I just missing something?
No, Bridgeview, we have had 5 floods in the last 15 years. Obviously, everyone knows about Sandy because it's such a large swath and so many people are affected. But I will bet you some folks don't realize that this past December, we had a foot of water in Bridgeview. And it's the lowest, Island Park was built on a marsh. So Bridgeview is the lowest of my other properties that I had to redevelop and get out of the floodplain. It's just a real major problem, and it's been a problem for a long time. We've done a great job of kind of getting rebuilt every time and not having too much affect our, our clients, but there's no long-term future, and that's why we're here before you. And my other project, Channel Club, which was 86 units we built, those were 2 restaurants that were destroyed in Sandy, and we lifted those up, and that's all now safe housing. And again, in December, there was no water there. Same with the shopping center we built, that was all raised. And again, we haven't had a drop of water in those places, thankfully. Bridgeview is the last parcel that I have that needs to be addressed.
Understood. As somebody who's been to a ton of events there, it's sad to see it go, but I applaud you. I have no further questions.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions from the board?
I'm good.
Okay, I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Gresh. We'll take a vote. Mr. Gresh?
Aye.
Reverend Millet?
Aye.
Flo Girardi's an aye. Mr. Kornbluth?
Aye.
And Mr. Mikan?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion passed. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, if staff has nothing to add, I'm going to make a motion for adjournment. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by everybody. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned. Great job. Hey, enough for nothing. Isn't there somebody you could complain to? I mean, you spent all this money.
It's
That's all right.
on the mix, and they just gotta